Alright, what's up everybody? We're just about to hop into our very first match. It's gonna be an interesting one, to say the least, because it's a Zelda versus a Robin matchup, you know what I mean? They both got some powerful moves. I'd say some of them are relatively slow, some of them are relatively quick.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, they might be going to button shot a little bit just to make sure that they can understand what it is. They've been doing for 30 seconds, but this time it looks like it's just gonna be
Game! Zelda wins!
Alright, now that the button check is done, there's probably going to talk about if there's an issue or something, and then they're going to start the game. Now, I'm new to commentating, but as far as I'm aware, Wayland Baptist has some pretty good players, so it's going to be a very interesting fight. Throw into Arc fire. Man, he's starting off strong with these power moves, man. He's got 85% damage already.
Thunder.
Zelda coming in with
Thunder. Arc fire. Arc fire! Arc fire!
He's really good at combining all his moves.
Arc thunder! Thunder!
Really good neutral.
Arc fire! Thunder! Arc fire! Thunder!
Nice shield.
Arc fire! Arc fire! Game!
SD.
The key to victory lies within.
Comboing everything off of that arc fire, so for our next player, if they were watching the match, I would personally assume that they would be avoiding the arc fire at all costs. That seems to be his go-to starter for combos. Well, that was a very insightful first match. Definitely learned about how skillful our opponents are. Either they threw out their best player right off the bat and they're planning on bulldozing our whole team, or their whole team is like a well-built roster of decent players that is going to have a strong anchor in I'd be very interested in seeing who that anchor is if we end up seeing them. And Smash is such a interesting game. You never know who you're gonna fight, what character they're gonna use, what stage is gonna happen. If you know who the characters are gonna be, you can assume like what stage they're gonna choose or what stages they're gonna ban. But for the most part, with the big roster that Smash has, if you haven't played them before, like the specific player, it's a pretty fun like learning process. It's a lot cold in here. I'm assuming they're speaking to the other team at the moment, trying to figure out what is going to be banned, who's going to play next. Usually takes 1 to 2 minutes, sometimes more. Yeah, so we're about to get into our second game. We'll see who's going up second for our team. And of course, Wayland is going to remain with the same character and play. Jude going in with Lucas, one of my favorite characters in all of Smash, because his PK fire doesn't keep you in the air for like a second or two, and actually kills if you go. Let's see what's going on. They probably are gonna do. It looks like they're doing a flash. Just going in. I like how they're spacing each other out right now. They're not going too far in. Not too aggressive, but like I said, with the arc fires, Robin is that really good matchup for Robin. He's properly like that, so he can heal off the damage that he takes. Alright, let's start with the neutral air.
Arcfire! Elflander! Elflander!
Playing it's a lot slower than usual.
Elflander!
Surprised Robin is still like they're going for that neutral. Aggressive move by Lucas and it ended up working for him. I was not expecting that, just like no. And for that specific move, you have to like, once you're at a relatively high point, it goes faster the further it goes, which I would assume would be arm shield. Well, Robin's been pretty good at using shield, but right now he definitely was watching, trying to work around it, prevent Robin could not capitalize on it. Lucas. Right, he's got a decent lead. He's working at it like this, or possibly.
Arc fire! Arc fire! Thunder!
Good.
Arc fire!
There's a little.
Arc fire!
She can fire. Interesting.
Arc fire!
And he actually oh, he almost got the drive down. He hit the one more hit, he would have gone in the tech situation.
Arc fire!
Could have.
Arc thunder! Arc fire! Arc fire!
There's some good pressure in here.
Arc thunder!
A little bit closer, he would have been able to handle that. Seems like this stock is going to be very close.
Arc thunder!
He stops the
Arc fire!
he almost hit that. That would have been
Thunder! Arc fire! Arc fire!
set up for that up smash and Robin.
Arc fire!
That was
Thunder! Arc thunder! Now win!
well, this Robin. He's unthinkable. Looks like he might see the unthinkable. Honestly, if he does. Well, that's a good run. That's a good second game.
Lucas wins!
Let's go, Jude. Clutching it up for the team, making sure we know that he's here and he's ready to play some Smash. Now, as you can see, we are now officially onto our second player for both teams, but because Jude lost 2 of his stocks, he's now going to have only 1 remaining going into this fight, and of course the game is going to start with 3 stocks both, but he's going to have to ST the first 2, so he's not actually just like SDing because he's SDing because he needs to. Alright, so now Wayland is going to have to choose their character, ban some stages. We're going to have to ban some stages as well. And then we're going to be right back with another game. It appears that they have chosen their map. This is going to be a very interesting matchup right now. We don't know who the player is or what the character is going to be, but from what I've heard from across the building, it is going to be a fun stage for both of them. Smash is such a versatile game.
Ready?
Oh, Captain Falcon and Lucas. Lucas he's gonna have to dance around this map, but it's gonna be a little hard when Captain Falcon is as fast as he is and hits as hard as he does. And for set players, they do go Captain Falcon. See, he's already getting a move now. Alright, here they go. They talk to make sure our teams let each other ready. Going in immediately for the immediate and soon as possible percentage. Grab. Shield, out of shield option is and throws. Ooh, he hit the spike onto the stage. You already know Captain Falcon's going for the early game spike. Right? Just a little bit early. Nice. Some backflips. Going on right now. It's kind of cold for me to. Oh! He drives him down to the neutral. So that's a good stock right there. He's got 60%. On his character, he's got a fights into the stage, but luckily, out of it. Crazy right now. Both doing some crazy stuff. I honestly don't play any of these characters, so I'm not sure what their moves are called, but that drag down right now is pretty nice. Barely missed it. He has to be very patient right here because if he gets hit by any other move at this specific percentage, it's going to be very bad. Falco is ready. Not sure if he could have done that. I don't know how hard he could throw it. To spike him, I already know. He barely canceled the spike, but he couldn't cancel it. He's really good at spacing this though. A lot of Captain Falcos, when they go for like a spike from a short hop, they're usually unable to make it hit, but he's actually very good at high heal or short hop. Captain Falco, I can very easily. Very hard. Big SD by Lucas right there. Good job for the Captain Falco.
Captain Falcon wins!
It'll be interesting to see what Captain Falco brings for the next match. If he can get one of those spikes, it'll put him in a good position to get at least 2 stocks off of our next player. first official game of the regular season that we didn't have a forfeit on is this match, and we're actually seeing some pretty good improvement and progress from our players. I'm very happy with how everyone's doing, and I'm excited for our program because we actually are getting stuff kicked off now. We have 2 players out. We have 2 more left. They're on their spot. Or their third. No, I think, yeah, they're on their second. I'm not sure. I just know that we're going to go into round 5 right now. SD for the 2 stocks that we launched. Cinnamon. Go. From what it looks like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Taco's got a pretty hard matchup because Incineroar's, although he's slightly slower, all his moves have some good sense. It'll be a very interesting matchup. But if he gets one more side beat, it should be game over. So come on, Captain Taco, you gotta bring something out. Bring something out of the bag for us. Get in that bag. Good job, Incineroar. Come on. Get that side beat or grab. Don't let him get you. Taco actually followed through and got that stock right there. Good job to the Captain Taco. Incineroar tilts are just immaculate. I'm not. All the Incineroars that I've played in my time have had some really good read potential with those tilts, and they usually do read it. So now we're both going to be on to our 3rd player, I believe. So we're going to have 3, both 6 stocks left. So it's going to be basically as if we were set back and we're doing a crew battle of 2v2 instead. So that's how even it is. And they're going to go through the stage bit whole situation again and get out their new player. What's going to happen for this one. I believe this next game is going to be a killer game. And for any of the viewers out there, I'm interested in knowing what your guys' mains are. Mine personally, as you can see, it's a little obvious. But it's actually Steve, man. You know, it's just got to be Steve. I really can't play. Oh, it's my. Okay, let me see. So if my audio is not loud enough. All right, can you hear me better? They left the settings all maxed out, and I didn't check for them. I believe this should be better if you're for commentary purposes. Hello, 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 hello. Testing, testing. Alright. They have another Captain Falcon. Interesting. This is going to be fun. Or maybe they forgot to switch characters. I'm assuming that's what happened. I can't really say because I'm not really near them. Yeah, from what I see, they definitely didn't switch characters. Alright. Okay. We got Samus. They got a lot of tools at their disposal. And so does Incineroar. So this will be a very interesting matchup, that's for sure. Now, as far as I'm aware, I haven't played that many. Wait, why didn't he? Oh yeah, he lost his stock. Yeah. As far as I'm aware, Samus has some really good spacing, and used properly, they have some insane combo potential. And you could say the same for Incineroar, but most of Incineroar's like gimmick is doing very strong attacks after revenge. So, given that our opponent knows that, they should be able to work on other pretty even percentages. Now we just have to see if we can level it out with our Incineroar to 2-2, so it's actually even. Oh, he's got the grab. 92% of his defense. I believe if he gets a revenge, anything will kill him. Of course, he shouldn't be fishing for it. Because if he fishes for the revenge, they're gonna probably try to bait it out. Also, with how Samus's, oh, we have an unfortunate SD right there. How Samus's works, I believe their attacks activate quickly. So that means if you try to revenge, you have to revenge before the attack. Actually, okay, good grab, up throw, or down throw. I honestly am not sure which one that is. Goes for the side B. He revenges that one. The good thing about his revenge, though, it does last a good amount of frames, but it also has a good amount of air for that reason. Alright, one hit will kill. Oh, he got taken out of revenge. There's only a few certain. Samus is doing a really good job at spacing it out. And they got the kill combo right there. Good job. Alright. So we're going to be going into game 6. I believe. Game 6 with our final player. And the Samus is going to go back to play us with full 3 stocks once again. So we're going to be going into round 7 actually. Right. I wonder who's going out first. It's going to be interesting. Okay. Now, if the player that's going out is who I assume it is, there's a good chance that they choose something with platforms. But those platforms would help Samus a good amount, actually. Because there's some combos that can only be done with Samus if there are platforms. And vice versa, for a lot of other characters, platforms are very useful. There are some that are detrimental if they have platforms. But those are more like honest characters, and honest characters aren't really used too much in like top tier unless the person like is a hardcore main. But if you guys know anyone else that goes to the school and might be interested in supporting the university, you can share them the link so that they can watch the stream, see how our Smash team's doing, or they could come in person. There are a few spectators in person, and it usually just like brings all the positivity to our players, knowing that they have all the support. And although Smash isn't like, you know, this as popular as other mainstream games as Overwatch and Valorant, it still is a really cherished game among the community, and we have a Terry coming out. We'll see how far they can go with Terry. Samus has been doing really good, and they were reading Incineroar very well.
3, 2, 1, go!
See what Terry can do. Alright. Samus starting off with a holding W the whole time. Now he's backing up a little bit. Our Terry's getting some good combos in. Always doing at least 40%. If the opponent SDI is out of it, it does around 20, because the jab usually does like 8. Alright, Samus is doing some good spacing as they're implementing. That was a pretty insane combo right there by our Terry. I honestly don't even know what to say. I think it was, you could just say kick, power geyser. Alright, Samus going up for the up. I'm wondering, can Samus drag down with that? Smooth reunion. Not sure if we have any moderators, but we do need to get some this advertising screen. We hear Redlands. I know what the students can do, and my peers. Let's do it too. Alright. There's the ledge, he comes back up, rolls instead of jumping this time. And he lets it that power dump. But Samus is a pretty heavy character. Able to survive with the correct DI. And the dash attack into the stock. Good job, Blake. We're gonna have to have a miracle come on right now. Or he's gotta play like himself. Oh, there we go. Alright, I see what he's going for. Samus is just that good. They're spacing it out properly. They're using every single tool that they have to their disposal, and they look like they know their Coco Frames, which is something that is pretty hard to do. It proves that they're a pretty skilled player, especially with that spike. We got the grab. Terry goes in for this smash attack. Jab. Switched it up a little bit this time. They dodged out of it though, because that's not a true combo for heavies or mid to heavies. Alright, charging with the neutral B, goes for a dash attack. Charging with the neutral B again. It's going neutral air and then gets immediately. I believe 60%. Nice. Power geyser coming out. I'm going to do a neutral get up read. Gets hit by the side B. He barely got out of the Samus' range, but the up B is going to take the last stock. And that's going to be our first set. Now we're going to have a brief intermission between sets, so we're going to have another crew battle format for the second game. It's best 2 out of 3. So We are down 1.
Yo, hello everyone. I will be commentating now because I'm just gonna go play the game. So we lost the first round, which not ideal here, but yeah, I'm Jordan. I got my ass kicked in the first round, but it's okay because we now have our better players here right now, probably for the second lineup. After Jude had probably the best performance of the first round, taking 5 stocks against the other team. So he had a pretty good performance here. But in this time around, we got Justin going up there, and we have Justin, Blake, Rodrigo, and Jaden going up. And it's from what we saw, probably going to be a better lineup into their team because Terry is. There were some characters. Samus particularly is a pretty hard character against Incineroar and also against Terry. So we'll see. They're getting stuff set up right now. Who's on first? All that stuff. So we'll find out who is gonna go soon, and then we will start the first match. So we are almost getting ready to start out there to start the second round. They're just figuring out who to put in for our starter. If I had to guess, probably be Roderico or Justin, the starter, and then our anchor will probably be Jaden, just because he's very good when we get to that point of being at the end. And for the other team, my guess is that Samus will be up again. Maybe not the Falcon, and probably their fourth player, who we didn't get to see the first time around. So I would put my money on that Samus being in the same, either second or third slot going in. But if it isn't for that, then we'll find out, I guess, when they're done about. Let's see here. Probably like 2 minutes or so, we shall start. And see how we run up in the second round. Hopefully a bit better, but I think we can bring it back here. So. Okay, so I think this might be button test. I can't tell, but we'll find out. So we're gonna have Justin leading with Greninja into Yoshi. Earlier he was talking about base Yoshi. So let's see how this goes. This is a pretty good map for Greninja. Alright, we're gonna try it. So this is a pretty good matchup for because Justin's Greninja is mostly on the ground. He does have the air combos, but it's hard to get Yoshi into the air or get him when you want him. He has some easy options to get out of it. Oh. See how this goes. Still pretty good map for Greninja though, for us with the platforms for his combo. Missed counter there. So gotta be careful. We use counters in this. Yoshi's also really good with these shields into Justin's important moves to start off combos here. Also reading him with those egg throws. But Justin always kind of got baited there. And the spike from Yoshi finished off first stock. We'll see though, because he has a unique talent to bring stuff back. Someone like you can, trust me, I've seen before. He just needs one good hit here to start off his combo, and he should be able to really get this Yoshi's first stock. It's gonna be hard for him though, because Yoshi has pretty good zoning with his egg, and then spike off stage here, and the roll into the grab. Oh, but the comeback with the down spike and the Yoshi. See what he did there? He actually did this new thing that would actually scratch thing, where you jump further off stage to kind of like threaten your opponent into thinking you're gonna go for an attack, and then you just go back. And it's really good against Yoshi since he doesn't have or ever able to come back after he uses his initial jump. So, it's pretty good. Up air. Yoshi come up there is very scary. Goldman baited get up attack into his shield. You gotta be careful with your attacks sometimes because they're not very consistent. Here Justin goes with some of his hits, and he drops it. But oh, you can back into it. Ooh, in the back air. back air is a killer move once you get up to this high percentages. So you can get another stock here off the Yoshi. We'll have our second player take it from here. Struggles to find the finishing hit against this Yoshi. Yoshi is really good at the edge guarding with the shielding and the eggs. Justin does just need one last sequence to finish him off here. I'm kind of struggling to find it. Oh, okay. Block. Just done well here. Remember, he does have rage now, and well, his attacks are going to be a lot more dangerous to this Yoshi, so only one good hit. Ooh, one good hit from either of them. So Zane's on first loss. Still took like a stock pretty well, and they take the first win of round 2, with Justin now putting up for a pretty good performance against the Yoshi. Wait a second for them to figure out what map and what players are going on. For round 2.
Want Riley take over some kickoff?
Hello everybody, I will be coming in for calming. My name is Riley. I am not on the Smash team, but for those of you who remember me from last year, I did commentate previously. I now play on the Overwatch JV team though, so if we ever end up live streaming those, you'll see me play there. Until then, Redlands is doing fairly well. I think we have some decent matchups. This Yoshi match was just really interesting. Justin on Greninja, I think, could have been going for a few more grabs, but honestly, he did fairly well. Spacing wise was well, neutral went really well. I'm not sure who we are putting in next, but we shall see. And it looks like this Yoshi still has 2 stocks. Okay, we're putting in our Incineroar. This is a decent matchup, actually. Incineroar has a lot of good special moves that we can use against this Yoshi, especially when we're trying to edge guard. Getting Yoshi off stage is really useful, especially with that lack of an up B for mobility. That double jump is going to be a problem. And Yoshi's high movement is also going to be a problem, but I guarantee we can definitely do something good here. Getting off with the Dark Lariat's always going to go well. Charging up that easy damage, like look at that! Okay, such high damage with Incineroar. And there's the first stock immediately, see? The thing with Incineroar is, especially not just being a heavy character, but Incineroar specifically just has such high damage output, especially with that counter, giving him a lot of extra charge. A lot of good grab combos. Most grab moves on Incineroar are really good for starting combos. And, oh my goodness, yeah, this is just gonna be really quick. I think if we get enough charge off, just keep hitting special moves, maybe get a combo or 2, that's just it for Yoshi. Okay, that was an unfortunate use of moves there, but honestly, there's nothing we have to worry about. Oh, that's unfortunate, that down smash, I didn't see that coming. Okay, let's see here. Okay, yeah, now we're kind of getting blindsided by it. Unfortunately lost that stock, but hey, we took that final stock. Currently, we're down 1 stock against... we're going to be down a stock, but I think we can honestly play this... If we play this really smart, Incineroar can actually clutch up next match pretty well. As for the rest of our team, I think the rest of our team, even if things don't go entirely in our direction this match or the next coming match, I think our anchor is going to play really well into this. I do think we have a good chance of winning this. Of course, this is only game 2. So hopefully we can clutch this game 2 and then take game 3. Alright folks, we are back. I've just been informed. I'm going over their comms real quick. It looks like we have banned Smashville, Kalos, and Battlefield, and they are sending in their Robin. Their Robin player was very good. Very good spacing. Could be a challenge for Incineroar if we can get some good counters off. Get a lot of built charge over that. I think we can easily clutch it up. I think we just have to be really good at closing the distance, especially against Robin. If we can also do well to deplete mana against Robin or get Sword to deplete Levin Sword, I think that could go really well. As for Incineroar, some of the things we could work on, I believe, are some definitely our edge guarding. Edge guarding is going to be really difficult against Robin. As for just in general, closing that gap again is going to be the main thing here, I think. folks, we are back, and they have subbed in their Robin. Unfortunately, there was a bit of a communication difficulty between the two teams, but everything is sorted out. Stage is picked. I believe they chose PS2. Yep, PS2. We are currently down, I believe, 1 stock? Possibly 2? Yeah, we're down 1 stock. They're both going to taunt at the beginning, and the battle has begun. Okay, immediately getting off the bat with a lot of those arc fires. This Robin really does like using arc fire. It's a really good zoning tool, as is most of Robin's kit. Though this Robin does have to be careful of mana usage. I believe it's called mana? I'm not sure. But see, yeah, now they're out of arc fire, so they have to be careful. As for Incineroar, yeah, definitely closing the gap is going to be difficult, especially against a Robin. With just that much projectile abilities, it's going to be really difficult. That was a crazy arc fire into arc fire chain. I've never seen that before. But yeah, this person really likes spamming arc fire. I think we can take a lot of advantage of that as long as we use our counter there. Okay, so that's going to be a really good amount of damage. And that's just the difference between Robin and Incineroar. Incineroar, like that, just being such a heavy character, doesn't really need to hit them all that often just to get a lot of value. Unfortunately there, it's really edge-guarded. Incineroar off of the edge isn't actually the best, especially with that interesting up B, where it's a straight up and then it's a straight 45-degree angle, whichever side you put it on. Again, okay, that was a good lead there. Yeah, getting the Robin off stage and staying off stage is going to be really difficult, especially with all that utility. Sorry about that black screen. But I think as long as we continue to just keep on the pressure and maybe go for a combo or two, we can definitely get one more. See, that was a really good back throw. If we can keep them off edge here, might be a little bit difficult, especially on Incineroar. Yeah, usually we just want a ledge trap. We can't really keep them up there. Oh, that's an unfortunate side smash. Okay, but we did get our 1 stock. I think that's good. Robin is down 1 stock, so 2 stocks going to the next match. We are technically down a player, so that's going to be a little bit unfortunate, but I think whoever we sub in is going to be able to clean this up pretty well. At least get those 2 stocks. Hopefully not lose too many stocks in the coming match. And then we can move on to our last players. Alright folks, we are back and we are subbing in Blake on Terry. So is Terry pretty good? Definitely needs some work on neutral, and I'm saying this just because I know he's going to be listening to this later. We're going to be seeing a lot of jab jab power dunk. I know I joke about this a lot on streams before, but that really is a good way to build up a lot of damage on Terry. But at the same time, if it's your only tool, it's really difficult, especially against such a projectile character like Robin. It's going to be really hard to close the distance, especially with all those arc fires that are going to be putting out. The stage we are playing is Hollow Bastion. Okay, that's going to be an interesting stage. No platform, so that's going to be really useful for Terry. That center platform in the middle is going to be pretty useful though. So yeah, there goes Robin with the first stock. They're both getting emote and the match starts. There we go. Okay. So yeah, immediately going to go for the jab jab power dunk. Blake, if there's one thing Blake is good at, it's playing really aggressive, going for those jab jab power dunks immediately, knowing when to. Throwing in a few power waves in neutral is actually going to work pretty well for him, especially because that kind of goes through the arc fire. There's our first jab jab power dunk. Let's see if we can get a counter going. Oh, unfortunate, I didn't realize the hitbox hit back there. It's a good grab combo by Robin. The up air for Terry. See, these mix-ups are actually going to work in his favor a lot. There's another jab jab power dunk. That's 2 folks. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get one there. Kind of took some burn damage from the arc fire. Was able to get that stock off of him. This is not looking good for Robin, especially if we can get Terry into go mode. That adds a lot more moves to Terry's moveset, especially because Blake has gotten really good at those inputs. Surprisingly not edge guarding all that much on Terry. Again, just going to keep going for those jab jab power dunks. Dash attack there into forward smash. Kind of just toying with this break here. There's another jab jab. No power dunk though. Unfortunately got shielded. Oh, gets hit by that arc fire. That's an unfortunate hitbox. But he does have go, so I think if we can get a good power geyser or two, maybe a Buster Wolf just to finish this match, I think that's it. There's the Buster Wolf. Unfortunately, too far to the left side. That's not going to get off stage. He has to be careful with his shield. But that power geyser really well. Not losing any stocks. It is a tied game, folks. Really good plays by Blake. Going into this next match, they could put in a previous player. If so, it would most likely be their, sorry, I'm forgetting some of the matches. But I think either way, I think this is an easy game 2 for us. If we can just keep playing these out, try not to lose as many stocks as possible, especially with our anger coming in, I think it's going to go really well. It looks like they are subbing in their Captain Falcon. So Captain Falcon v Terry. This is going to be an interesting matchup. Captain Falcon, not necessarily a glass cannon, but definitely both of these characters have high damage output. This isn't going to be much more of a cat and mouse game like it was previously, where it was kind of Terry chasing after Robin. This is going to be a one-on-one boxing match. It almost feels like they are definitely. There will be some stalling in between. I'm not gonna lie, there definitely will be, and I think that's just smart for both teams. But this is definitely going to be a lot quicker of a match, especially because they're both going to be trying to get combos on each other, build up as much damage as they can, especially because they're both medium weights somewhat, so it's going to be a little harder to hit them off, so they're going to have to be dealing a lot of damage, getting a lot of combos in. We have just banned Battlefield, Pokemon Stadium 2, and Town. So they have decided to pick Kalos. That's going to be an interesting match. That center platform in the middle for Kalos could be interesting. Especially for Captain Falcon. But as they both work on putting in their new players, they're going to be working on buttons. Looks like everything's good. No stocks were lost last match, so they can just get into this fight immediately. And let's see if Blake is going to take the offensive. I assume he will be. Immediately going for a jab power dunk just to try and build it up. Alright. Yeah, see, this is much less of a running away game. They're both going to be going for combos here. This is the first jab power dunk, and that's an easy 37 damage. Yeah, they're both going to be at each other's throats this entire match. Forward throw into a... See, another jab power dunk there. That's a good smash attack from Blake, too. Edge guarding is going to be difficult for both sides here, so I think they're both going to just have to make sure to ledge trap. There's another jab power dunk. Oh, interesting. Okay. Goes for the side B instead. Let's see. down tilt into up B is actually another really decent rated level charge. It's a little bit harder to do. 150%. This should be an easy stock for Blake. He just needs to get one more good combo in. Try not to take too much damage from this Captain Falcon. I think from basically any distance, this should kill. Yeah, there's the first one. Down tilt into up B is another good combo. I'm really happy to see him utilizing more than just jab jab power dunk. It's a good combo, but it can be a crutch at a time. There's another jab jab power dunk. See, it's a blessing and a curse at the same time because over-reliance on it can be a little bit hard. But you have to realize, that was an easy 35%. So, and now he's in Go, so that was a good power geyser. Yeah, Captain Falcon's going to have to play a lot more careful now that he's in Go. That's an unfortunate Buster Wolf. Try to go for the Falcon Punch. I don't think he's going to be landing any Falcon Punches this match if he goes for it. Blake is usually really good at keeping shield up, so he definitely won't have a broken shield at any point. So, unfortunately, we're not going to be seeing any Falcon Punches this match. This Captain Falcon does have to play a lot more carefully now. He has to respect Blake now that he has Go. Unfortunately, he just loses that stock there, so there goes Blake's trump card. But now Blake can play a lot more offensively. Now that he has less percentage, he can just go for more jab jab power dunks, get up and close, try and take as much of that down. Goes for a jab jab power dunk. Captain Falcon getting low on shield here. Blake knows he can pressure this. Because now Captain Falcon has to be really careful. Yeah, there's the jab jab power dunk. Unfortunately, it doesn't take him off. I think he was a little bit too close to the center there. But again, this Captain Falcon not really doing well with that shield management. Blake's just going to keep going in. He's going to try and take as much off that shield as possible. Get as much force action as he can. And there's the power dunk. And that's another stock. Blake can easily clutch this up because being realistically right now, he can either keep being aggressive and take a lot more damage. And then when he takes enough damage, he gets Go, and that might be a wrap. It's an unfortunate move from Captain Falcon. I don't know if he's going to be able to recover that. That's unfortunate. Yeah, Terry's mobility off stage isn't the greatest, but we're tied 1-1. Now that he's completely at 0%, he's going to be really aggressive. There's another jab jab power dunk. Captain Falcon has to be really careful about this. But yeah, this is right now, I'd like to say it's anyone's match, but I'd really like to say that it's Blake's match. I think as long as Blake doesn't blunder at any point, get too much damage taken, give this Captain Falcon too much free damage, it should be fine. There's another jab jab power dunk. Again, the ledge guarding isn't going to be very common on this match, but Captain Falcon really low on shield. Is Blake going to take advantage of this, especially with Captain Falcon at such a low percent right now? That shield's coming back, so he has to be careful. That's a really good parry right there. Trying to power wave off stage. I'm not sure the hitbox on that, but yeah, that isn't going to hit very often. I think literally just one more jab jab power dunk from Blake, and I think that's it. The crack shoot, okay, interesting. Get up thing. He had to stop shielding there, and yeah, that's an easy pick for Blake. Blake going into the next match with only one stock though, that is unfortunate. But I do think he will be able to take one more stock off of our next player before he eventually falls. Maybe even two, who knows? We could get lucky here. Blake definitely good when he's under these tight situations. He knows to clutch up, stay in the game, try not to falter at all. Other than that, looks like that they will be putting in Samus. So Samus against Terry. This is an interesting matchup. We saw this matchup before. A little bit better in Terry's, not the greatest in Terry's favor, but better than any of Blake's other characters. Closing that distance is going to be really hard. This Samus they played against recently is going to be a little bit harder. They really are good at playing keep away, keeping their charged orb charged at multiple times. Just keep it up. Spamming as many projectiles as possible. Really good against Terry. Terry, as long as Terry doesn't have a way around, it's going to be a little bit difficult. So depending on what map they choose this, it could be interesting. It looks like we banned the same maps as last time. Banned Battlefield, Pokemon Stadium 2, and Town. So, yeah, we're trying to make sure we can get rid of all of those empty spaces in the middle. That's just not really good for Samus. That gives Samus a lot of area for air combos. And, yeah. Looks like... And they pick Kalos. Okay. Kalos again. This is going to be decent for Terry, actually. I think... I do believe that we can clutch up here. It shouldn't go terribly. Come on, Blake. Let's get that one stock.
3, 2,
Alright, he has to forfeit these 2 stocks though first, and then we get a second match. But honestly, it looks like this could be an interesting matchup. Blake stalling a little bit there. Goofball. Let's see here. Yep, here starts the match. The Samus is good, yeah, playing a lot of getaway, and then whenever closing that gap, that forward air is going to be really useful. Get some chip damage. Yeah, a lot of Blake's neutral is going to be really difficult to deal with here, especially with all the different projectile abilities. A lot of his movement is on the ground based, and a lot of that gets cancelled by these projectile moves. Another jab power dunk. Blake taking a lot of damage, almost at go, which could be useful, but he does have to be careful. Fortunately, it looks pretty even right now. Terry's damage output is really good against Samus. Samus, another character, not necessarily light, not necessarily heavyweight. Has to be careful here. Yeah, those platforms on the side are going to be best friends, honestly. Going to be very useful. Terry now has go. So the jab to rally. I'm not sure what that move is called. I always forget the name. But his side B is going to be really useful. Let's see if Blake can keep up the damage. Another jab power dunk. Let's see if we can get a power geyser in here once or twice just before losing the stock. There's the power wave. Unfortunate. That was a good bait and switch by that Samus. Unfortunate. That was a good charge up. I don't think Blake was expecting a charge up there. But Blake did get his 1 stock. I think that's going well. And we are going to be moving on to, hopefully, well, it's definitely our last player, but hopefully he can clutch up and win these next few matches for us. Alright, folks, we are going into this with our anchor, Jaden, going on Isabel. Looks like they chose small battlefield. Okay. Okay, this should be the start of it. There's both the emotes. Okay. Jaden, definitely, I would say, without a doubt, probably one of our better players. Maybe just our best right now. Another Isabel, for those of you who watched us last year, it's probably reminding you a little bit of our late and belated Easton. He did graduate, so let's congratulate him on that. But we've got Jaden coming in as a freshman this year. A really good Isabel player. I've seen his gameplay. He's really good. So I think this should be an easy matchup for him. Getting out those slingshots. Oh, I'm getting nostalgic about this. Alright, that's a good pocket of the rocket there. Ooh, that's alright. Let's see how he's going to utilize it. Most likely off stage. There's the fishing. Yep. That is such a huge hitbox for a fishing rod. I forget about that sometimes. Using those ledges is going to be really useful, especially in Isabel. You could grab them to throw. Yeah, that just kills. Okay. Void rocket into turnips. Surprisingly, I don't know if he's gonna go for pocketing that Samus charged orb. Yeah, he's looking for a grab right there. Parasol. Setting up another Lloyd. That's just the thing about Isabel. Setting up your Lloyds can be the difference between winning and losing. And in this case, winning. That was so fast I blinked and I think I missed all of it. Jeez. Okay. That means we're going into literally the last match of this game. For game 2. This is for all the marbles, folks. 3 stocks on 3 stocks. Our Isabel versus their anchor. Once I'm updated on the anchor, I will be sure to update all of you guys. Until then, I do think this has been one of our best matches. Unfortunately, last week we had a forfeit, so we didn't get to play. So this is our team's first week playing. Not a lot of former players. A lot of our players from last year graduated or just aren't on the team anymore. We have Blake, who's been on the team consistently. Justin coming back. He played for us our spring semester of last year. Had to take off fall due to a really difficult class. But fortunately, he's back. Josh is back. He was also gone during our spring semester due to studying abroad in, I believe, New Zealand, which good for him. But he is back. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it today. He had a class at this time. So hopefully he will be able to play in a match coming up in the coming weeks. Until then, our new members, I have yet to meet them, unfortunately, which is on my part. I really should get better at that. But from what I can tell from their gameplay, they're really good. I think we have a really decent matchup, like a decent lineup this semester. Hopefully for the rest of the year too. Other than that, unfortunately the Smash's manager is still studying abroad currently, so they are without a manager, so which kind of sucks for them. But I can tell they just have really good synergy. They get along really well. They're doing really well at the practice, at least the practice that I've seen. I think we can honestly go to championship this year. I think without a doubt we can do really well. I think this team has a lot of potential, and especially with them all working with each other these coming weeks, practicing, they're getting better at understanding each other's playstyles, and understanding each other's playstyles is really useful, especially when you're playing against somebody of the same character. So say we have Blake going against our Incineroar. If an enemy team has an Incineroar, Blake kind of has that matchup knowledge now, because he knows what Incineroars go for. He's kind of within that mindset. He knows the mindset of the enemy, which is always going to be really useful. This is useful for everyone. As for our returning members, Blake, I do think Blake, definitely improvement from his last year. I still think he has so much more potential that he can capitalize on if he decides to. Justin, taking that semester break has been a little bit difficult on him. I don't know how much practice he's been getting in over that time, but I do think he has the potential to come back and play just as well as he did our first semester. Hopefully he puts in the time, the hours, the work. He's getting all those practices in, and his Greninja could really be very useful. As for Joshua, unfortunately I haven't been able to talk to Josh in a while. Hopefully he could, if he was here, he could have definitely helped us with that Robin matchup knowledge. But other than that, we're going to see what they do. Looks like they have banned Smashville. Let's see what our team picks, and then we will get into this final match. 3 stocks versus 3 stocks. This is for all the marbles of Game 2. Jaden can clutch up. We move on to Game 3. Alright, looks like they've chosen Pokemon Stadium 2. This is gonna be... Oh, they put in Samus. Okay. Or we've put in Incineroar. Okay, it looks like we're not leading with Jaden. Alright, this is gonna be another interesting matchup. Let's see how this goes. Sorry folks, looks like there was a miscommunication on my end. That was the end of game 2 there. So currently the score is 1-1. This is the first match of game 3. It looks like they led with their Samus and we are putting in our Incineroar. Oh, that's an unfortunate first stock. Yeah, closing the gap is going to be really difficult. I keep talking about this, but it really is Incineroar's biggest problem. Getting that Dark Lariat is going to be really useful though. Hopefully he can consistently get that charge. Try and keep the Samus away. And now the stocks are even. Definitely our Incineroar has to focus a lot more on dealing just as much high damage as you can. Even if you're not landing combos, just getting a move or two off is going to be really useful. Like that grab itself, just for 11%, it's going to be really useful if we can keep going for those. And it looks like Incineroar is fishing for grabs right now. This Sam is trying to keep as far away as possible using those orbs to space. There's an up B, that's some unfortunate damage. Incineroar is at high percent now, has to be a little bit more careful. That's a good Dark Lariat though. Fortunately they spot that stuff. Okay, that's an unfortunate SD from the Samus. Looks like we might have this in the bag if we can get Incineroar to just take one more stock without losing this. Unfortunate, so they are tied 1-1. Hopefully Incineroar can take this away though, I do believe in them. This shouldn't go terribly. As long as we, one, make sure we can take advantage of Samus's projectiles, get some charge with that. keep hitting those special moves consistently. If we can get grabs too, that'd be very useful. See, like, that's a really good special move there. Fortunately, not much we can do off stage. That is definitely Samus's Dominion. It's an unfortunate charge blast there. This is that, but they up B, so they were expecting back air, missile, orb. Yeah, this is going to be really hard for Inferno to close the gap. Got another move there, though. Honestly, Incineroar can clutch this up if we can keep juggling this Samus. Just hit them at least once or twice. There we go! There's match 1 of game 3 goes to us. We have 1 stock left, so hopefully we can have Incineroar take 1 more stock off the next match, and all will be well. Alright, looks like our team has banned Kalos, Final Destination, and Town. We're still awaiting a response. And who they are going to sub in next as well. Alright, looks like they've subbed in Robin to play, and they have picked Pokemon Stadium 2. So, 1 last stock on Incineroar against this Robin. We've seen this matchup a few times. Hopefully, both sides have learned their lessons, kind of adapted to their playstyles. This could be an easy stock taken from Incineroar. As long as we can, again, close the gap. I know I use that term a lot, but a lot of these projectile characters, it's really hard to play characters so heavy. Cancel that arc fire there. Gets hit by that arc fire, that's unfortunate. It looks like this Robin really uses arc fire to not only start combos, but to just really keep that zone in. Using Levin Sword there, arc fire off stage. Just to wait for that arc fire to come back there. No more Levin Sword either. I have to focus on Elfin. Robin is able to get up there. Oof! That is a nasty forward smash. Okay, there's the arc fire into, is that up tilt, I believe? Unfortunately, fishing for those counters there just to get some extra easy damage. And Sumner is at 150%, that's difficult. Yeah, he gets taken out there, but he did get his 1 stock, so technically we are up. I think everything is going well. We'll see who we sub in next, and hopefully all will continue to go well for us. I think if we can clutch up this game 3, I think it's good. I think we just have to win game 3, and this is it. Alright, we are back. We are sending in Jaden with Isabel. I think we just want to clean this up as quickly as possible. Sending in our anchor now. Hopefully we can just take out as many players as we can. Looks like they banned Smashville, Town, and Small Battlefield, so we chose Regular Battlefield. Okay, this is going to be an interesting matchup. Robin is down a stock. I think this is a really good matchup for Isabel, especially with Pocket. So many different abilities that can be pocketed against this Robin. Jada are most likely gonna start setting up with Lloyd Rocket. Yep, there goes the first match. There's Pocket. An Arcfire Pocket is gonna be really useful. That's a really easy extend. Yep, there we go. Those forward airs are gonna be really useful. Setting up the Lloyd Rocket around the edge, trying to. What I've noticed from the Isabel playstyle, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the Isabel playstyle really does try and get your opponent off edge as much as possible and keep them off edge. Especially with those Lloyd Rockets, keeping them up there. Fortunately, that Lloyd Rocket there gets destroyed by an Arcfire. It's like fishing right there. Unfortunately, they either they didn't have enough mana or they simply couldn't make it back up, but that Robin just lost the stock. Getting hit by that Lloyd Rocket again. These Lloyd Rockets setups can be quite annoying to play against, but in our favor, I'll take that any day. There's another Lloyd Rocket setup. Nearly misses. Isabel gets grabbed, but is able to get that L Thunder. Another good move. Jaden is able to try and keep them off the edge. No fishing hook there. Oh, that Lloyd Rocket wasn't there. Maybe I'm seeing things. Again, this is going to be a really hard matchup for Robin just because I think Jaden, after observing this Robin play for a few rounds, he just knows what this Robin's going to do. We can keep going for those arc fires. Doesn't get hit by that Lloyd Rocket. It looks like I'm going to have to set up another one. Yep, right there. I think this Robin is starting to learn not to go for those Lloyd Rockets. That's kind of my, Isabel's stay away from the area. That's just really good spacing on Isabel's part. Keeps hitting these pots. Another off stage. Gets hit by that. Fishing rod off the stage. Not a single stock lost by Jaden. Well done. Looks like we only have 2 more players to go through. And this may be in our favor, folks. Alright, we are back. It looks like they have subbed in a Game & Watch player. We have actually not seen this player yet. This might be an interesting pick from them. And they picked Hollow Bastion as the stage. Hopefully Jaden can... they did get us with the element of surprise with this Game & Watch. I don't think any of us were expecting a Game & Watch. We haven't seen them before. But this should go decently well for us if we play this right. Again, both have 3 stocks to start up. Jaden could get a few pockets off here. I'm not sure how useful it would be. I guess this goes both ways. This Game & Watch could get a few bucket loads. So that might be another thing Jaden has to watch out for. Yeah, there's a Reflect. This Game & Watch playing a lot of keep away, not necessarily doing too much. Yep, there's the first stock from Game & Watch. Jaden not taking much damage at all either. Setting up that Lloyd Rocket. Another keep away area from the Game & Watch. This Game & Watch really going for a lot of up airs. Interesting. Cancel that bomb with Fair. I'm actually not sure if that was a thing. This Game & Watch, yeah. Kind of getting cooked, I'm not gonna lie. Destroyed that Lloyd Rocket. That was a good play by them. Yeah, really going for a lot of those reflects. Not sure if this Game Watch is trying to reflect these abilities or trying to bucket them, but either way, it's not really working out in their favor. Using it a lot neutral. That up air into, that up special into up air is actually quite interesting. Could possibly get Jaden. But right now, they're both playing very carefully. Jaden's being as aggressive as possible. Trying to get that Game Watch off the stage again. Game Watch is really light. It's hit by that Lloyd Rocket. That's another stock. Again, they have to respect these Lloyd Rockets. The amount of space that Isabel can take with them is just kind of crazy. Going under the wall. Setting up that Lloyd Rocket. I actually didn't see that Lloyd Rocket get set up. Unfortunately, you couldn't get the grab there. Let's see. This Game Watch almost feels like they're just spamming moves without any thought to what's going where. Unless there's something I'm missing. That's a really good fishing rod. Unfortunately, wasn't able to tech. That's unfortunate for them, but fortunate for us. That's going to be a really good clip. Well done, Jaden. Alright. Looks like we have banned the same stage as the last time. That would be Kalos, Final Destination, and Smashville. They have put in Captain Falcon, and their stage they have chosen is Hollow Bastion. If I do remember correctly, this should be the last match. So if Jaden can get the 12 stocks, not 12 stocks, but 9 stocks, that would be kind of crazy. Love to see how this goes.
3, 2, 1, go!
Stocks lost, so they can both just start off immediately. No pocket possibilities here for Jaden, so that's a little bit unfortunate. But again, they have to really respect these Lloyd Rockets. These Isabel combos just crazy. Going for a spike there, I'd love to see that. Jaden does have to be a little bit more careful on that on his shield. You sometimes forget how small your shield can be with a character like Isabel. Fortunately, this Captain Falcon just can't seem to catch a break. Every attempt to get some damage is just completely countered. Hitting that fishing rod, is that going to send him off? No. But literally anything else will. Another fishing rod, that will definitely send up. Oh, he sends it up too. Okay. Let's see what else we can do here. Narrowly avoids that Lloyd Rocket. Quick little juggle. Man, these are some interesting combos. I've just never seen these. A lot of stun on these moves. I've never realized. Going for these slingshots in neutral is also a really quick way to build up some damage. Not a lot of crazy damage, but just quick enough. There's another stock from Captain Falcon, able to bait out that Lloyd Rocket. Let's see if Jaden's able to get back to stage. Grabbed by the Captain Falcon. Let's see. Can Jaden just finish this up nice and quick? Or will this actually be kind of close? Who knows? As Captain Falcon kind of picking up on some of these mannerisms, realizing he needs to play a little bit more cautiously. The easy Lloyd Rocket setup for Isabel, that's not good for Captain Falcon. Now he has to respect that. He rolls into it, unfortunate. I think that's part of the psychology behind that Lloyd Rocket placement, just because they'd be forced to roll. If they roll, they go into the Lloyd Rocket. If they don't roll and they just get up normally, Isabel can just get a free combo off. So either it's choosing one or the other. It's another Lloyd Rocket. Surprisingly didn't by that. Will that take a stock from Jaden? No, unfortunately. He is able to get back. Good for us though. Let's see. How will Jaden finish this off at 129%? This Captain Falcon will die to pretty much anything. Then again, I wonder if Jaden is trying to play his life, trying not to lose any stocks in these matches. He is playing a little bit more cautiously. Able to get that. And that is it. Game 3 goes to University of Redlands. We are up 2-1. That is it. We win. Congratulations to all of our players on the Smash team for their first successful match. We did manage to win. Again, I really am proud of this team. I think we're going to go pretty far. As long as we keep practicing, we keep up the morale, I think this is it.